So following on from part one, where I gave an overview of the webinar that Kevin went through, I've now uploaded the full webinar so you can check this out below. Thanks very much for watching.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Good to see you. What is happening? What's happening? Andre, how we doing? John, how we doing? Good to see you. Jonathan, what's up? Jason Kakura, what's up, man? I was actually trying to carve out some time to hop on with you yesterday after our convo when I was out with the kid. Andrew, how we doing? Good to see you. Brett, what is up? Andre, Piet, how we doing, sir? Good to see you. Marcus, what's up? Christopher, good to see you. Mr. Manifold in the house. Good to see you. Oliver, how we doing, sir? Andre V, what is up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Brad Morrow, what is up, man? Good to see you. Damian Little, how we doing, sir? Damon Sams, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Nate, how we doing? How we doing? Gordon, what is up? Jonathan Ellis, how are you today? Hopefully you're doing awesome. Hopefully you guys are doing amazing. Robin Hunter, hello. How are you? What have you been up to lately? What have you been doing? It's good to see you on here. Raymond, what's up? What's up? Martin, how are you? How are you? Good to see you. Kristen Stewart, how we doing? How we doing? Good to see you. What is going on? What is going on? Hey, guys, gals, you might have got an email notification. I had to make a change to the schedule. We're going to have to hijack this call. I'm going to tell you what, but I had to make a change to the schedule, and that change is this. We're doing another Elite webinar tomorrow. There's a very specific reason why. Take these earbuds out. Don't need them right now. We're going to do a webinar tomorrow. Another Elite webinar tomorrow. You guys would have gotten a notification that said as much and said, hey, we're doing a webinar tomorrow. And the reason why is because I kind of have to hijack today's webinar. You guys know yesterday, who here was on the tail end of yesterday's webinar when I was talking about all the stuff we're doing with the protocol and all that stuff. So I'll tell you what, that's right, the unrated version. What I was trying to do is keep all of that really just kind of hush hush. I didn't want people really knowing about it. It's there. I have a couple friends that I had to let know because they've been working on us with the project for a while, and the word is slowly getting out enough to the point where I can't not talk about it anymore. Because when we started this, my first thing was like, look, the first people I need to get in touch and get in front of this and at least show this to, give this opportunity to, are going to be the elite members. But I haven't done that, and I have been trying to keep it very, very quiet, because what I wanted to really do was make sure the auto trader's up and running, get the first couple trades firing off, all that stuff. Okay. So does that make sense? So I've been trying to keep that hush hush because I wanted to make sure I brought it to you guys first, so at least you have that opportunity. I don't want anyone to feel like they're missing out on something or not being told about something in this group specifically. So I couldn't really talk about it. But I had to have a couple people come in. They've been working on us with the project since like day one. And they're like, hey, let me get in here. And now the word's slowly getting out. And I feel like I woke up this morning and seeing the movement of the coin, the movement of the token, the movement of the price, and the amount of interaction that's happening with it. And I'm like, okay, the cat's like almost out of the damn bag. It's almost out of the bag. Like I have to, in this webinar I'm having in 15 minutes, I've got to bring everybody up to speed on this. I can't keep it bottled up anymore because it's starting to get out there. So does that make sense? So this is why I'm hijacking it. So I want to go over that protocol because I really don't want anyone on this call to feel like they're hearing about something third party instead of coming from me when they're in the elite section, when they're in the elite group. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know. It's too late, LOL. Right? The word's kind of coming out. And I was trying to keep it under wraps, keep it bottled up. So now again, this morning I get up and I'm like, oh, well, there's a lot of things happening here. The word's getting out, whether I, regardless of what I try to do, and keeping it bottled up. So I need to show you guys, and I need to give you guys an overview of this. And for those of you who want to partake. For those of you who don't want to partake, don't partake. Again, I just feel like it's my obligation to you to get this out to you before things get out of control. Because when you have a project like what I'm about to show you, out of control is the name of the game. I mean, these things, they go nuts. We're talking about, for those of you who were on the call yesterday, we're talking about taking a token. We're trying to 100x that bad boy, and we're trying to build our own opportunity. You miss them all the time, right? Let's build our own. So this is where we are. And once that cat gets out of the bag, it's out of the bag, and it's slowly starting to get out of the bag. Has anyone heard about it? Third party, just out of curiosity, because it's starting to move. Yesterday, that answer probably would have been absolutely not, but now it is. So I'm gonna show you guys what's going on. So what is happening here? Okay. First off, before I do, I want to give you guys a link. Okay. I want to give you guys a link to a Telegram room that, if you so choose to hop in there, then you can. I made this for people, whether or not they're in this or not in this, just want to get more information. Okay. Let me send this off to you guys. Boom. Boom. Let me know if you guys can pop on in there for the, as you're in, just if that link doesn't work for some reason, because I haven't tested it. I literally just made that chat right before here, right? I literally just made that chat. So yeah, there we go. In Lake Flintstone. Very cool, very cool. All right, so I guess it's working because I can see all you guys in there. Very cool. I'll just give it a second and shut up for a minute, which is exceedingly difficult for me to do, as you guys know. I can see you guys popping in there. Very cool, very cool. That way, if you want to be a part of this, you want to get people in and get more info, that kind of stuff, you can definitely be in, okay? It's up to you. Pretty cool. I guess it's working then, says Nigel. Hey, I love that picture, Nigel. That's a handsome guy. I like that picture, man. Very good. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Yo, Strom, what's up, man, dude? Good to see you guys. It's good to see your faces, man. It's good to see your faces, guys. Oh, let me go, says Justin. All right. So let me show you what I'm talking about, because some of you are probably like, what is this dude rambling on about? Well, I'm going to show you first off this right here. I'm going to show you the system as it works, the back office. Actually, no. I'll go through the presentation as if you guys didn't know anything, okay? Or at least I'll go through part of it as if you didn't know anything, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and click on share screen. Boom, let me know when you can see this bad boy, and we shall pop it on. Nigel, look at you, red, white, and blue, man. That was today. That was today, huh? Super cool. He just posted, guys, if you look in the chat, the Telegram chat, he just posted some aircraft. Red, white, and blue, baby. Yeah, love it. All right, cool. So let's kick this off. All right, so I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to go through a little bit differently, obviously, because it's you guys, right? It's not like I'm, people meeting me for the first time or don't know anything. And really, what stems for all this here, Deborah. There you go. Let me try to go ahead and pop it in there for you again. Let me know if that link works. The link should work. I think there's like a bunch of people that popped in there, so it should be working. But if you still have a problem, just let me know. Oh, it works? Okay, cool. So I'm going to go through this kind of brief, but I walked through some of it yesterday. The parts that I didn't walk through are going to be are kind of critical, so I kind of skipped over those steps. And then we have a place to stay in communication over this. So I can go ahead and message you guys, let you know what's going on, give you guys updates, that kind of stuff. So let's get into this. Really comes down to this question right here, right? We're all in this space to go ahead in the crypto space. We're trading in it. We're opening trades. We're closing trades. A lot of you guys, let me know in the chat if you guys purchase tokens to hold, right? Maybe you got some ETH when it came out. Maybe you got some ETH a little bit late, right? Maybe you got some BNB late. But you're always asking yourself, you're always wondering. And for me, I'm still always wondering this. Why didn't I know about that coin? Why didn't I know about that token? Why didn't I know about that project that was going to move, right? That was going to 100x, that was going to 20x, that was going to 50x? Because that's the easiest way to really do it, right? Is to attach yourself to a project that is going up, right? Nigel says he dollar cost averages into these things. Oh, that's good. It's a good way to approach it. But for me, I was always left with going, why didn't I know about this project? And a lot of that comes down to time constraints. We are human beings who have insanely busy lives. So we just don't find out about these things, right? And they're on these secret lists that other people know about that we don't know about. So what we're doing is we are actually reproducing this, right? Because if I knew about B&B when it launched and got in at 10 cents and rode it up to, $651, I'd be doing pretty good, right? If I got into Dot and got it at $3 and rode it up to 50, it took some time, took a few years, but it got there. And my goodness, it's life-changing stuff. If I would have gotten DCR when it was 95 cents and it went up to $233.14, right? That's as high as it got and then crashed right back down, right? These are the cycles, the market cycles. But I would have been able to profit on that because I would have sold once when it was really on its way up, when it was flying up. I would have taken money out. I would have made a killing. But I knew about these things, but I didn't know what they were going to go. I didn't know they were going to move. And let me know if you guys ever felt like that. Like you got into a token or a coin, you find a project you like, and you're like, okay, I'm in this thing for the long haul, but you missed it. Like some people got in at, 20 cents when you got in at $5 or $6. And so that exponential 100x opportunity is kind of gone. So what we did was I just reverse engineered how these tokens and how these coins do this, right? And so we just reverse engineered it, and it's actually very simple. And it comes down to these two things. It comes down to utility and it comes down to liquidity, okay? So utility and liquidity. Well, what is this? Utility is simple, right? Utility is, what is the purpose of that coin or token? What is it doing? What is it powering? Why does it exist? So for example, Bitcoin exists because it's the gold of the cryptocurrency, right? It's a store of value. There's really no utility to it yet. There will be with Visa and MasterCard making it part of payments. Good time to get in Bitcoin. But coins like Ethereum have tons of utility because they're used by other coins and other tokens, right? So you have to have a utility for it. There has to be a reason why it exists. Bitcoin Cash, great utility. It's used for payments more than almost any other token or coin. So it has to have a reason why it exists. And the next thing it has to have is liquidity. Now, liquidity for the later stages of these coins and tokens is not as a big deal. But if you want to take one and you want to 100x it, your first 100xing of it, you need to have liquidity. What is liquidity? Well, liquidity is the ability to sell your token or your coin without another person needing to buy. Imagine a pool where funds are stored, right? And that pool can be accessed by that token or that coin. So no one has to actually want to be selling when you're buying or buying when you're selling. You need that liquidity. You need those funds in a liquidity pool in order to do this. This is centralized. This is DeFi, right? This is the central concept of DeFi. Who here's heard of this, right? Liquidity. You need it. So the two things that we were looking to do is, look, all we have to do is crack the utility portion and the liquidity portion. Easier said than done, right? All we have to do, right? But that's what you have to do, is have a lot of liquidity and then build your utility as time goes by. And you can crush. So just think about it like this way. When you have utility and you have liquidity, you exponentially grow those tokens. You exponentially grow them. Okay? The more liquidity as it's put in, the price of that token goes up. That's how they go up. Okay? So how are we going to do this? So how are we going to do this with Karbon? Well, there's 4 different decentralized products that we're working with. 4 different decentralized products. Some you're familiar with that we're decentralizing, and some that you're not familiar with. Okay? Let me show you one that you're probably not familiar with. This is Karbon Spaces. Okay? Who here has heard of NFTs? Let me know in the chat if you've heard of NFTs. And when you think about it, give me a yeah if you've heard of them, right? Right? Because I laugh because when I think of NFTs, I think of pixelated images and such, and somebody buying that image that is just ridiculous to me. It is ridiculous to me. However, NFTs, and it might be ridiculous to me, but other people have made billions of dollars, millions of dollars doing that. So who's the smart one there? Not me, because they've made a lot of money with them. But NFTs, non-fungible tokens, actually have a use case. There's actually a technology, an underlying technology behind that, and that's what is exciting to me. Not the pictures or not what we see thus far. What's coming down the pipeline with NFTs is what's exciting for me. So what we did was we developed a platform called Karbon Spaces. Now this isn't done yet, but it's a decentralized platform. These are all projects we're building. It's a decentralized platform that enables people to create, sell, distribute, and most importantly, use NFTs. Keyword here is use NFTs, because up to this point, no one's using them. They're not used for anything, right? So what we did is we created a way that you can use NFTs to verify your ownership of something. So I can be on my phone, right? Or I can be on a computer, and I can have an NFT, much like you have a token or a coin, that will then verify my ownership to a product or a service and give me access to that product or service. Much like when you guys log into Karbon or any other website, you're using Google Authenticator. So this can use to replace, or can be used in conjunction with Google Authenticator to access different content, access sites, access all these different things, right? Yeah, very cool. Yeah, appreciate you, Andre. So when I go ahead and this is what it looks like, right? So we made a way that people can use their NFTs to verify, validate, and give you access to certain things. You can see it kind of happening right here, right? Where you're logging into a website based on having an NFT in your MetaMask wallet. So if you don't have that NFT in your MetaMask wallet, you can't access that site or that software. So we want this to be in the hands of company owners and people who are creating content, right? Or if they just want to create their own NFTs and give access to them, but giving real value and a real use for NFTs to provide that security that this space needs. That's Karbon Spaces. For those of you who don't know what that is, you can just it's security in the crypto space and using a new developing technology. For those of you who do know what that is, pretty crazy, right? Being able to use NFTs in this manner. We're doing this right now. And so we're making it so other companies can piggyback off of that, and people can do that as well. Not just companies, but actually people. So pretty cool stuff. So this is what we've been up to. And we've been using this and deployed this technology. We're going to be giving it so the masses can go and copy, paste some code, and boom, they're in to go. They can use their NFTs. Create them right there, one-stop shop for securing your website. Nuts, via NFTs. The next thing is Karbon Chat, Karbon Communities. We created that chat from scratch. Now, it's in beta, and there's a lot of tweaks that we need to make to it, right? We're putting it on an app, giving people the ability to do palette colors, all this stuff. But think about all what we just did on this call. What did we just do? We opened up and said, here's a Telegram link to go into Telegram, right? When this is where it needs to be, it's a decentralized chat platform that will give companies the ability to not have to rely on these third-party companies, all powered by Karbon token, right? You want to build a community, just send them into Karbon communities, right? It doesn't have to be about Karbon, obviously. You could have whatever company it is, or you're building any kind of chat with your people, but it's yours, and there are no advertisements on that left side, that right side, and there are not bazillion and one groups that are competing with you on a daily basis. Because if I have you guys go into a Telegram chat, there's a big problem there. And the problem is you also see 50,000 other chats that you might be involved with or people have added you to. So it's about focus, right? And companies and people, if you were going to put people in a chat, this is what you want. You want to have a place where they can go and they're not being disturbed by a bazillion and one other things, okay? This is Karbon Chat, all decentralized. This is what we're doing, right? And then we have the Karbon as you know it right now is the third one. So we're rebuilding everything that we're doing inside of Karbon, and it's going to be called Karbon DX. And this is the decentralized platform for our trading, right? This is powered by our Karbon token. Every trade that opens, closes, executes, all that stuff that you guys know that you see here in Karbon, all of that being able to go out on the front end, right? Which is nuts because we have a money management system that nobody else has. And this image is outdated. I think we're up to 103,000, something like that, or 203,000 closed trades on this thing that we've been tracking. We didn't track for a while. It took us a while to actually even start tracking this stuff. But we're taking this technology and the use of the advanced money management system that you guys use all the time, and we're putting it in a position where anyone who is out there that needs this tech or needs this money management system can have their trades open, close, manage, and they can push those trades through. I'll talk about who those people are in a second. But think about that. Every time a trade opens, it closes, checks the status of a trade, changes the leverage, adds capital, closes a trade. Whenever that happens, it's being powered by the Karbon token. And in order to run that, you have to have those Karbon tokens. What does this create, guys? What do all these things create? I'm with you on that, Andre. It creates utility, right? It creates use of that token. People buying, selling, exchanging, the internal systems talking to other platforms, using it. And the market, I love it how Gordon just said it's a huge market. Some people in Karbon and most people don't realize how big the market really is, guys. This is that market. Bybit, there's 6 million users. BitGet, there's 2 million users. TradingView, 3. Binance, 28.6 million users that can use this. So these are future customers or users of the Karbon token. That's where we're going, right? 40 million people. Will we get all of them? No, but imagine if we had only 50,000. Pretty crazy amount of volume being driven where tokens are purchased, bought, sold, swapped, all these things happening to power their trades, right? Now, where do you get those? Where do you get these people? Because it's fine to go, oh, look at all these people in this space. That's great. Well, it's actually, for me, very clear where you get them. And it's not difficult. In fact, one of my for those of you who know me, one of my favorite things, one of the things I'm pretty good at is marketing, running advertisements on different platforms. So what I'm going to do is take those skills that fed me for a couple decades or a decade and apply them to this, where I'm going to be running search ads, right, on Bing, search ads on Google, banner ads, retargeting ads, YouTube, video ads, video retargeting ads to get these folks into the Karbon ecosystem, right? They'll be able to come in, connect their accounts for free, run their first 5 trades for free. And then what are they going to need? They're going to hit a block where they need to have their Karbon token, right? And that's going to get nuts. So that's how you bring those folks in, is you run ads to them. Now, this is the utility side, right? And so how about the liquidity side? What do you do for liquidity and how do you roll that out? Well, I told you we had 4 different programs that we're launching, and I just showed you 3 of them. So let me show you guys the 4th, right? Let me show you the 4th one. This is the 4th one, okay? This right here is the Karbon protocol, okay? And this is up and running and live right now. This system is soup to nuts, beginning to end, the way that we get this token out there and the way that we build the liquidity needed for the actual project to get going. This is the price of the token as it stands right now, okay? The only place that you can get it, right? The only place that you can get it, and absolutely, Andre, you can. The only place that you can get it is on this website. It doesn't exist anywhere else. And we're doing something pretty special to start off with. So let me show you what this functionality does. One, I can connect my wallets. So I can come in here and I can connect my MetaMask wallet, right? If I'm even logged into this account. Let me go pop in here, boom, and log in. So I can go into my MetaMask wallet and I can connect my wallet. I just connected. So if you have MetaMask, you can connect to this thing. If you don't have MetaMask, there's tutorials to show you how to do it, right? So I can connect to it. Now my wallet is connected to this, decentralized, right? My MetaMask wallet is connected, and now I can do certain things on the site, right? One, I'll be able to swap. So I'll be able to take Karbon tokens and swap them directly into USDC. This, guys, is coming in September. This is coming in September. And I'm going to show you why it's coming in September, why it's not available now. You can also provide liquidity. Members will be able to come in here and provide liquidity and gain rewards for adding that liquidity into the program. Again, this is available in September. They'll be able to earn. They'll be able to come in here and earn as they go ahead and generate rewards. They can go ahead and refer people and earn, and they can earn anytime somebody provides liquidity, anytime somebody swaps, any actions that that person takes across the ecosystem, they'll earn from that. Pretty crazy, right? So you're talking about like 5 income streams built into one if we were to break them all down. Next, right? They're able to see their own page and their own stats, right? They're able to see that. Okay. Again, this is coming live in September, right? Where they got Karbon token and USDC. USDC is a huge part of this. Okay. And then we have a partner program where you can refer people, right? And we have the Karbon Platinum program. Now this right here, this Karbon Platinum program is what is open now. Everything else says coming in September. Why would only this one program be open now? Because what you're looking to do, again, to build out a token and take it from 20 cents to $20. How would you do that? Well, you have to have a starting point. What's that starting point? That starting point is the liquidity with which you start with, right? The liquidity. And so what we're doing is we launched a platinum program, and people can go ahead and purchase Karbon token and be a part of the early adopters and be part of that, providing the initial liquidity with which the system has a foundation to start with. Let me know if that makes sense. And we build upon that liquidity, but you have to have that initial liquidity in order to run, right? Most companies and most people, what they would do is they would just do an ICO. They'd say, hey, go buy a bunch of our tokens or our coins, and you're going to get them at the lowest price, right? And then we're going to go build all these cool things. But what they typically do not do is they typically do not establish a liquidity pool. They take those funds and they use those funds to build the project, right? To build the technology, to take these things and do whatever they're going to be doing with it, right? But at no point do they establish an actual liquidity for the token itself or the coin itself. And so what you have is it usually takes a very, very, very long time for the good projects to get off the ground because of that. You typically are in those tokens or in those coins, and they're just flatlined for 2 years. Even if I go back and you look at what happened with BNB, right? What happened with all of these tokens that I showed you guys in the beginning, one thing was very much the same. They were all very flat. Let me go do this for you. Boom. They were all extremely flat in the beginning. They didn't do anything. Notice that? They didn't have, this one doesn't do it. That one did pretty well. But most of these tokens, if you go look, for years, for like 2 or 3 years, that project is being fleshed out, right? You're not seeing the growth. You're not going to see the token double or triple or anything like that, but you're in the right place at the right time. So it's great. But we don't want to wait 3 years to be able to double the token price. We don't want to be able to wait 3 years to see if this pans out. Who's interested in that? Not me. Definitely not me. The crypto space will be a different world in 3 years. So what we're doing is we're taking these funds, and obviously we use them to do everything everyone else does, right? Create the platforms, do all these different things, decentralize all these different products. But we're establishing a massive liquidity pool day one. And that's why you see right here, before anyone even knows about it, the price of the token going up. Because that's what we're doing, is we're establishing that liquidity pool. Now the Platinum program is what's going to establish that. And so what would you do if you had a group of people that came in and helped you form the foundation of this project? If you were me, what would you do? If you had a group of people that were in that boat, that were helping you form the foundation of a project that could literally, make people just silly amounts of money. You would absolutely, Adam says, you would reward them. You would cherish those people. You would hold them and protect them, right? Why? Because they're the ones that are helping you get this off the ground. Without them, it doesn't work. You have to have that liquidity. And you can do it with strangers or you can do it with friends. So we opt to do it with friends. So here's what's going on. And imagine this. I talked to somebody the other day and they saw what I'm about to show you right now, because I'm going to show you what this looks like and what we're doing with the platinum members. And they said, why are you giving all that away? Why would you do this? Why would you take, 25, 35% of all that revenue that's generated and bring it back into the founders when just getting the coin is like, that's enough. Like they'll be happy having that token. And I was like, but you don't understand. You don't understand. Imagine that someone came in here, right? And again, I'm going to say this before I show you guys. And normally I don't know if I talk like this, but it's us. So let's talk about it. Imagine that where we were in the crypto space 5 years ago or 6 years ago or 10 years ago, even just a few years ago, like 5 years ago, there was no NFTs. We wouldn't have been talking about a technology to secure them via NFTs. We don't know what the future is going to bring. We don't know what's going to be on the horizon. We don't know where this technology is going to take us, but we damn sure know that we'll be there and we'll be innovating in that. And we'll be able to provide value alongside of some of the other great products and great companies that are out there. And inevitably, in 5-10 years from now, we'll be doing more projects. And so if I took a group of people and we were able to help them make a silly amount of money, then what would be the outcome? When we have the next project that I don't know what it's going to be, but in 10 years from now, I'm sure we'll be hanging out doing this kind of stuff, right? So we'll be innovating. So who's going to be a part of that? It's going to be the folks that joined this, right? It's going to be folks that started with us here. Those are going to be the folks that are going to be in the next project in 10 years from now, or the different opportunities that we come out with. If I make you a silly amount of money with this, or as a community we make a silly amount of money with these programs, you'll be right there in 10 years. Am I right or wrong? You'd be there, right? We'd be still having these calls, rocking it out together, probably have had like 4 events by then where I'll be wearing our Karbon shirts, right? Right. But you get the point. Like, it's not about like, oh yeah, you can make more money doing these things these other ways. Personally, I can. But you can't create the longevity that you can. It's just impossible. So this is the way we're doing this, right? This is the way we're doing this. Let's take a look. This is the Karbon Platinum program. So let's talk about it. It's built in the protocol. It's the Karbon Platinum program. And this is a limited thing because once those tokens that are reserved for this are gone, they're just gone, right? So here's the Karbon Platinum program. And by the way, I want to apologize. I think when I was talking there, my voice squeaked like I was like going through puberty or something. Anyone hear that? It just was like, oh, no. Yeah, anyway. So if that hurt your ears, my apologies. Let's go. All right, it sounded like it to me anyway. So this is the Karbon Platinum program, all right? And there's a limited token supply tokens for this, and it has to shut down at any time. Okay, excitement, different sounds, yeah. Yeah, I finally reached puberty. Daniel says, glad you finally reached puberty. Yes, I've made it. All right, so here's how it works, guys, okay? I'm going to cut my camera off because I'm going to be covering up words if I put this on a replay, all right? Number one, first mover's advantage. Obviously, the price, you guys see what's going on here. The price of the token's already going up. It started out at 20 cents. It's already starting to move, right? And we've been keeping this as quiet as we possibly can, and that's happening. So this is you have the first mover advantage. You're going to get the price you've never seen. You'll be able to obviously join and get these tokens at the lowest price. And as they multiply, as the price goes up, we all know where that takes us, right? Here's the crazy part though, and I'll turn my camera back on. We've set up a program to make sure that the Platinum members receive 100% of their initial token purchase back. What do I mean by that? Well, we wanted to make sure. Oh, and Tracy popped in and said there's no limit per person. So yes, you can join and have it. You can, in this platinum program, get as many of these tokens as you want, right? And actually, Tracy, maybe at the end of this, you can unmute and correct me on everything. Okay? Yeah, that'd be awesome. I don't think these guys have heard from you in quite a bit. It'd be really cool if you're not that. No, you're doing amazing. So, so here's what ends up happening, guys. There's two things at play here. Okay, two things at play. One, when you first join this, and I want to say this, the tokens that you purchase are locked up. They are, think of it as being staked. They're locked up because we can't have them being dumped all at once. So what we've done is two things. One, they're locked up, but they get released to you after a year. But before then, you're already getting 100% of those funds returned to you automatically. How does that happen? Well, the way that we're deploying the smart contract is this. People who come in and get in here, and we're taking 10% of all the front-end token sales that happen across the ecosystem, right? So when this program ends, when the platinum program ends and this goes live, and you have folks coming in here and swapping tokens, providing liquidity, buying and doing all these things, when they're purchasing and all this stuff, you guys will be in a position to earn from that. Now, another thing, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm getting excited. Let me show you something. Let me get back in here. So you'll be able to get 100% of your initial token investment back. We're taking 10% of all those front-end token sales that come in, and we're divvying them up until everyone who joined us gets their 100% back, right? Gets their 100% of their initial investment back. You still have your tokens, but on top of that, rewarding you with 100%, rewarding those folks with 100%. And that starts in September because that's when we go live with everything else. We actually have a program where you can share this and earn 5 generations deep. So if you're promoting the platinum program, you're able to earn 5 generations deep in your pools. So you come in, you create an account, you get your own pool back there. You can go ahead and pop your link out there and you can earn 5 generations deep. And these are those generations, 10% on level 1, 5 level 2, 2 level 3, and so on and so forth, okay? In addition to that, all of that, what we're doing is we're taking all of the front end sales. Remember we were talking about everybody coming in and all the market that we have here for people joining Karbon on the front end and using Karbon and putting tokens in. Remember we talked about that? They're buying tokens to be able to use to power their trades. All these folks, when these folks come on board, what we've done is we've allocated, and this is where it gets nutty, right? We've allocated 25% of all those front-end token sales to be dropped into platinum holders' accounts. So as somebody comes in, up to 20 million tokens, as somebody comes in and they go ahead and get tokens to power their trades, we're taking 25% of those via smart contract and sending them straight on into the platinum token holders' pockets. Let that sink in for a second. Up to 20 million tokens. So when you see up to 20 million tokens at the current price, it's a lot, but it's not a crazy amount. But as that token value goes up, these 20 million tokens here will probably never get exhausted, not for a couple of years. So all those funds that come in on the front end will be redirected, 25% of them, straight to the Karbon platinum holders. What's the total number of Karbon tokens? The max supply is 300 million. Circulating supply is a different conversation, right? That changes as time goes by, but max supply is 300 million. So this is crazy. Something like this has never been done. All those tokens that are purchased in the front end, boom, 25% of them straight in the pocket. And this is where I've had the most pushback. Like, are you serious? You're seriously going to do this for these members? And that's why I had to have those conversations, okay? About like, look, this is a long-term thing. It's totally different from what you're used to. So nutty stuff. On top of that, we're doing some cool stuff. You guys have, who here has heard of and I don't want to get too far in the weeds, who here has heard of a decentralized autonomous organization, a DAO? A DAO. Anyone heard of that terminology before? Give me a yes if you have. A DAO, yeah? So DAOs enable you to, when you purchase these tokens, have voting rights, right? So we're doing the exact same thing. And all that means is that anyone who's a platinum member, you'll be able to vote on different developments. If we reach a point where it's like, hey, we can do this first or this one next, or we have the different projects that we're working on, as we're progressing with those, we can have the members in the platinum board, our DAO members, vote on these upcoming developments, these systems, to shape the direction of the future projects, right? Actually say, hey guys, this is what we want to do next. This is the next thing that we're implementing, the next tool or the next product. Do you want, which one do you want us to do? And then our members vote. So we don't steer the ship. We get told where to go. Does that make sense? So I'm a fan of those. Karbon is the exact same way. You guys will be able to vote on those, right? Being in the platinum board. Platinum support. We have a platinum members only Telegram group, right? So we have a Telegram group right now. The one that you guys joined, I made that specifically just for anyone to be able to get in. Yes, Nate, you're right. Nate, real quick, just to back up, Nate says, is the weight of your vote based on how many tokens you have? Yes, those are how those work. They're those decentralized autonomous organizations. The way that works is the more tokens you have, the bigger your vote is. Yep. So it's weighted. It's more ownership, right? Yeah, this exactly. Now this is the same way we open up MA3 indicators to all the card members. Yes, right. I had asked permission to do that. This will just be tracked in a more, in a way where people can go vote. They can go click yes, they want this, they want that, and so on and so forth. So yeah, there we go. We have a platinum members only Telegram. There's only a couple people in there because we've been trying to keep it insanely hush hush. But for those of you who are in the platinum program, I know some of you are probably on here that are that got in. Then make sure you message in that group so we can get you into the platinum members group, because I'm in there. We have the support staff in there. So yeah, that's where you want to be, because if you have questions, you need help with anything, I mean, it's really, all this stuff is straightforward, but that's where like the updates will come out before anything else, anything that we're doing. That's where you'll stay up to date the most on internally what's going on. And fun fact, physical tokens. So this is the platinum token, right? I'll show you what the two tokens look like. This is the Karbon token, and we actually made a change to this. First off, you guys like this? Pretty cool, right? I'll show you guys how you can be a platinum member, how you can become a platinum member. I'll actually do it on this call. I'll set one up on this call, or I'll just at least give you a way to I'll show you how to do it. But this is our Karbon token, right? And this is the Karbon token that everyone has access to. That they see, right? Not has access to, like they're like, oh, I get to get it too, but you get the point. This is the Karbon token, and let me show you the platinum token. We made a little change to it. Boom, there it is. This is our platinum token right here, right? This is our token that we have. We made a little bit of a change to it. You guys will notice that this turned platinum in here, but this is our platinum token, which to me, I love this thing. It says Karbon, platinum member. And the fun part is we're sending these to you. So we're going to be sending you the physical token. We're having them minted. I think it's, I already got a quote back to get these done. It's going to be about 2 weeks out, and I'll have my hands on it. And then everyone will say, hey, give us your address, and we'll be sending them to you. So we want everyone to get these tokens in their hands, which is really cool. I'm pretty excited about that. I want to be able to eventually have like an event, and then we can pull them out. You know what I mean? It'll be so cool. So you'll have this. You'll actually have it. We're going to be doing t-shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff, doing some merch. But this is the one that I'm really excited to get my hands on physically. And I think it's going to be cool. I'm really big on this kind of stuff. So that's me. When we buy tokens, are they in a smart contract form? In the beginning, in day one, they're not. Yes. Well, there's 2 smart contracts that are deployed on this. So I don't want to bore anybody, but there's 2 smart contracts that are deployed. One is a smart contract that is deployed for platinum members. Once that's over, we deploy the next smart contract, which is for everyone else, right? It's for all the rest of the members that are coming into this. So it starts out with, there's two smart contracts that exist. One is for platinum members, and two is for everybody else. So you guys will fall under a different smart contract. Okay. So yeah, it's a totally different ballgame, because once this ends, once the Karbon Platinum program ends, the next step is people can come in and use the rest of the program and earn passive income, providing liquidity into the system, right? So you want that happening. That's going to raise the price up more, keep providing liquidity, grow the price of the token as we're deploying and building all these decentralized platforms. Which, when you're in the Platinum program, you'll be getting updates regularly on calls and me going through some cool tech that we're doing, right? So this will be an amazing opportunity, even when the Platinum program closes, right? It'll be an amazing opportunity. But the folks who are in this Platinum program, I mean, there's not going to be anything like this, okay? People have been Karbon using KBN, Karbon token instead of BTC. So eventually, yeah. It'll be a wallet that they have. They can connect their wallet, they can go purchase, and boom, they have their Karbon token sitting there on the platform, and it will use it. It'll expend it based off of trade amounts, right? As trades are coming through, as trades are opening, as they're closing, just like when you have credits on any other platform, right? Think of it as like a gift card, but you're purchasing tokens and they're being used. And imagine when they purchase those tokens again, if you're in the Platinum program and somebody purchases those tokens, what percent is being divvied up between our Platinum members? Anybody remember? 25%. Yeah, up to 20 million tokens, right? So the price of the tokens will go up and up and up, right? The price to use the platform won't, but the price of those tokens will. So those 20 million are going to go for a very long time. Like you got it. So it's crazy. Most of the time, I mean, I've been in ICOs before, and I've did these things, and they were really cool. And I actually was we actually had a company that we were out doing fundraising for back in 2018, I think it was. And I went to Hong Kong, Macau, Singapore, South Korea on this massive trip. I went out there, and then they were like, "Hey, can you go to this country?" And I kept going back out. They kept calling me back out. And that's how you had to do things back then to build liquidity. Totally different time, right? Totally different time. Yeah. And we'll be able to add our tokens in the Karbon along. Yes, when this goes live, Christian, you'll be able to. Yep. Cree says, "Hi. How soon can we buy?" This is happening right now, guys. And so this is where it gets a little hairy. It's happening right now. If I go here, the only way these price moves right now, when people are purchasing, this is what's happening. Like, so somebody got in here, price went up, boom, flew up, right? And this is what tends to happen. You have people coming in, tossing, and these are probably like $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, and somebody comes in and just, they drop more in, right? And you can always drop more in. Like, I could come in here right now and I could go into the Platinum program, right? And I can say I want to put in, I've already put in $1,000 into the Platinum program. I could do it again. I could say, hey, I want to put $1,000 in here, and I could go purchase, and it would pop up with my MetaMask, right? And allow me to go ahead and purchase more right through the smart contract right here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and back out of this, reject it. Boom. But that's how it works. I can literally do this, and it's all decentralized, right? This is a decentralized platform. Now, being that it's decentralized, okay? Being that it is a decentralized platform, it does not talk with Karbon as Karbon exists right now, okay? It does not, let me say that again. It does not talk with Karbon as Karbon exists right now. It cannot, because what you're talking about is a centralized platform in Karbon AI and a decentralized platform in the protocol system. These are two different things. They don't work well together. Could make them talk to each other better, but those opens up security risks. Let me know if that makes sense, okay? So what we're doing is we're putting a page inside of Karbon tonight where anyone who joins this can go put their referral link. They can go to their link, and I'm not going to show it because I don't want people grabbing my link inadvertently. They can go ahead and pop their link in, and then anyone that they've introduced to Karbon will see that. Okay, so more to come on that. Oh, I love this. So Oliver says MetaMask equals security worries to me. Yeah, me too. I'm not, but I'll tell you what you do. Two things. One, if you're not, let me show you one way that, if you guys are ever using MetaMask, maybe I'll do a security video on this. One way you never, when you're using MetaMask, because this is the most popular wallet out there that exists, right? Anyone, you guys know that, yeah? If you're not using it, what you do is go up here and click lock. That's it. So you want to lock it, number one, right? You want to lock your MetaMask whenever you use it. Maybe I'll do some videos on just like MetaMask security. Two, you want to make sure, not make sure, but if you guys are storing lots of money, lots of funds, you want to have something like this, right? Maybe I'll do a video on this. It's a Trezor. And this attaches to my computer. And so no one can do any transactions in my wallet without that. Okay. So yeah. All right. And exactly. So Chad says, I always move my crypto from MetaMask to my cold storage. Absolutely. Or just another wallet. Yeah. Ledger. There you go. There you go. So I don't keep funds in MetaMask, right? I never keep funds there. I'll use them. I'll go like when this opens up, these Karbon token, I've referred some folks. So I've got like 6,000 Karbon tokens sitting in this referral account. Once the platinum program is over, I'll be able to take these 6,000 if I want to and go straight on over here and swap them. Just swap them into USDC, send them to Coinbase, whatever, cash them out, right? I'm not going to do that, but I could. But I'm not going to keep a bunch of Karbon token on any wallet, right? On any wallet or any exchange. I'm not going to keep them on Binance. I'm not going to keep them on BitGet. I'm not going to keep them on, right? You want to always keep your custody of your own tokens. If I have them in MetaMask, I will move them on to a Trezor or a Ledger, stuff like that. So that's advanced security. Yeah, and just be mindful. This is a crypto space. So Karbon protocol itself, though, this thing, we opened it up. It's open right now. I've been extremely hush-hush about it. I wasn't even going to talk about it today, but I saw what was going on and I saw the transactions that were coming through. And I said, okay, this is, people are starting to talk about it. I need to get in front of everyone. I need to get in front of them, let them know what's going on and give them the ability or the opportunity to join this if they so choose. So that's why I want to bring this out before it goes, because what's going to end up happening inevitably is this platinum program it's open right now and it will come to an end, and it will come to an end very, very abruptly, right? And then there'll be no platinum program. It's just over, right? It's done. And those folks will be rocking and rolling inside of the platinum program, open up the DAO so everyone can vote on all the projects, what we're going to accomplish first, all this kind of stuff. We'll be deploying the second smart contract. And when we deploy that smart contract, everyone in the world will be able to use Karbon protocol, but they won't be platinum members. They won't get a check override. So in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month from now, when somebody messages you and said, have you seen this Karbon protocol thing? This token's going insane. You got to get some. You can be in one or two. Look, it went up while we were on here. Look at that. You can be in one or two boats. You can be like, yeah, I'm a Karbon platinum member and I'm earning from that. So yeah, go buy more and share it, right? Because you're earning from those things. Or you can earn with everybody else. Now, it's going to be amazingly exciting. It's going to be a crazy opportunity. You don't have to be a Karbon platinum member at all. I'm just saying there are two paths to follow here. They're both amazing. Just I have my biases on one of them, and I want to make sure you guys hear about this before this thing starts blowing up. I don't want you hearing about it from any other direction. And I saw some numbers come through today that were like, okay, this is starting to get out here. Still scratching the surface, right? But getting out here. So yeah, so we can pick up this conversation. How long? I've had you guys on here for an hour. Do we get at 20 cents for the current price? Yeah. So It's the current price, whatever the current price is. As this is going up, you see this? Yeah, so when we just had somebody, I don't know who, but somebody purchased, you can see the token price went up right there. This is happening all day long. As the token price is getting purchased, the price of the token is going up and up and up and up and up and up. Okay. So what's the minimum to join the platinum program? The minimum to join the platinum program is $1,000 in USDC. And there is a video on how to do this right here. Don't go run into this site and join it. Get with your sponsor, right? Get with whoever brought you into Karbon, because we can't connect these. And this is one of the challenges. So what I'm going to do tonight after this call is I'll have, and we've got a page up where you can go into Karbon itself and put your referral link in the profile picture, in the profile, right? And then it will display to your member, right? To your members that you brought in. If you didn't have a sponsor and you're direct to Karbon, just let us know. We'll help you out. How do we deal with the holes in our downline? For me, I don't know people who didn't come in. Oh, you mean like the folks who are not active members, right? Is that what you mean, Trudy? So we have folks under us, but between us and as a whole. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to have that conversation. I'll speak with Tracy because she'll tell me what to do. To be quite honest, if I had Tracy, would just be like, she'd just tell me, no, just do this. But yeah, we want to make sure that it's a balancing act, right? We want to make sure everyone gets the opportunity, and we want to make sure people get rewarded for that. It's very important to us. But also, we don't want people to miss out at the same token, right? We don't want people to miss out. So, and we can't take the Karbon genealogy, if you will, and apply it to Karbon protocol. You're talking about a centralized platform with a decentralized platform. We could build a bridge, but that would have taken a little bit longer, right? It would have taken a while for us to get a bridge. And then those are security concerns. When you build bridges between sites, especially a decentralized one to a centralized one, those are vulnerabilities. So we didn't want that, right? We don't want security above all. So, yeah. Is the platinum membership of $1,000 give us $1,000 worth of Karbon coin at the same? Yes. So you'll get $1,000 worth of Karbon token, right? At that price of whatever it is. So what's interesting, I bet by Monday, this thing will be up like 22, 23, 24, 25. Like, you're going to start seeing this climb exponentially as people see this. Guys, this is growing like this, and we're actively trying to keep it hush hush, right? We're actively trying to keep it like under wraps, quiet. It's not even sharing my screen. So this is happening, and we're actively trying to keep it quiet. Once this gets out and people start seeing this token go up, you got to imagine you're sitting in a bear market where everything's coming down, and you have access to the only one that's going up, right? This thing could double in the next 2-3 weeks. Could double next week, depending on some of the people that are coming here, how fast people come in here. The faster they come in, the faster this thing's going to go, and then boom, it's shut down. And so you're getting it whenever you get in right now. You're getting it at the best price you could possibly get it at, as it's rising up. So, yeah. Oh, did he? Is that my DMs where, Andre? In Facebook, Telegram? Let me know. Yeah, I'll take a look. I gotcha. I see him. Yeah, we were talking about your dad the other day, buddy. He's a cool dude. I was actually going to give him a call with Trace. Yeah, and again, guys, I didn't wake up this morning like, all right, we're gonna hop on and I'm gonna show everybody the Carbon Platinum program, right? But once I saw some of the transactions that came in, had to. In 1 second, sorry. Okay. Perfect. All right. I just had to connect something. All right. Yeah. So there we are, guys. We'll do some calls. We're doing another lead call tomorrow. I want to plan. Hop in the. I'll tell you what, guys. Hop in that Telegram chat, and that we created. Again, we created that right before this. Hop in the Telegram chat so we ask questions. We have support in there. Tracy's on the call right now. So you guys see her. That's Tracy's our COO and my boss. So if you guys don't know, I left the Air Force. My boss was the entire United States population, and then I got another job for Tracy. That's how that worked out. And she lets me know when I'm right and when I'm wrong. Can you post a link for the Telegram group? Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me get that in there. You guys, we should all go to Australia and visit Tracy, by the way. My mother is always talking about, we got to go visit Tracy in Australia. My wife's starting to say it all the time. It's getting ridiculous. Can you include the different tiers for the amounts of investments regarding that? Yeah. In regards to getting the event, we can do. I'll tell you what we'll do, guys. We can do some more webinars and meetings with just this Carbon Protocol group. So if nothing else, hop into that chat, right? Get in there. Oh, I just sent that to Marcus instead of everybody. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me send this to you. So Marcus just got spammed by me, I think. Did he? Did you, Marcus? No, it went to everybody. I thought I just spammed you with links, Marcus, but I put it to everybody because I had your name clicked up. Yeah, if you can see here, I'll toss it one more time. Boom. And I'll put it in the back office of Karbon as well. We can talk more about this tomorrow as well, and I'll be doing some calls with just protocol members, whether you're platinum members or not. Just make sure you guys have everything you need. Should you do a YouTube interview? Andrew says, Kevin, we should do a YouTube interview about this in the next couple of days, or have a promo video with an explanation. Absolutely. So yeah, man. So what I did was I went ahead and that slide, I'm going to reshoot that. I'm going to shoot that today. Not like as a video sale, like a VSL format, but just letting people know what it's all about. And then they'll be able to go ahead and they can go ahead and join via your link. Hopefully we can get a complete definition of the carbon tokenomics. Yeah. I mean, it's really simple. We're starting out with 300 million, right? That's the max supply. That's not going to be the total supply. So 300 million is the max supply, right? And then from there, the initial batch is going to be 60 million that is going to be out in circulating supply. And we're going to burn as we go, right? But those 60 million were actually allocated for the initial tokens that we're having out there and for the platinum members. Okay. That's about, and then what we do is we burn, right? Once we have all 300 million tokens out, we burn. Our team, the Karbon team, we have tokens that are allocated for us as well, but we can't touch them for 4 years. So I have to buy tokens just like everybody else, unfortunately. That's what we got going on. So I'm purchasing tokens myself, just like everyone else. You should limit the joining this group so users cannot add members only by link. Ah, why don't I just make you an admin, Craig? Let's hop on a call after this, Craig, and I'll make you. We'll go through it. How do you buy the coin? There is a, once you're in here, right? And you want to get a referral link, right? But once you're in here, there is a button you click right here, pops up, and it says, how to get MetaMask, has instructions, and then it also has need help purchasing, watch the video below or click here for PDF instructions. And I made a video on how to do it right here. It walks you through kind of step by step how to do it. And you guys can give me feedback on this if it's good or not. I've had some folks that never use MetaMask pop in there and do it. So it looks like it works. And then we have a PDF instruction that Tracy's team put together. And so there's both the PDF and the video itself. And that's, yeah, right underneath of right here. Yeah. I'm definitely going to put that in, Craig, so that people can't just add people. For sure. So we can create an account of that link. I'm confused. No, so you can pop into the Telegram group, and what you want to do is get your link from whoever referred you to Karbon. I'm going to put up a page after this with this webinar replay on it, and it'll be displayed in the back office where, and I'll put some instructions inside of the Karbon protocol chat where you'll be able to go ahead, get in, and set up your profile. Go in your profile in Karbon. Put in your Karbon protocol link, submit it, and then it will display to anyone you brought into Karbon. Okay. Yeah, and that's why I saw that, Marcus. I saw like posts happening and things going on, and I was like, okay, there is no way to fix it, right? There is no way to fix. If somebody joins underneath somebody else and you referred them into Karbon, there's no way to move anybody. It's a decentralized platform. So, yeah. That's why it's important that we try to message the person that brought us in Karbon, get them in, right? Of course, you don't want to be waiting forever, but you definitely do want to give them an opportunity. And I'll get this replay out to everybody so they can see what it's all about. You go over the program available for new people. Yes, I'm going to. What I'll do is I'll put this on a page so anyone in Karbon can go ahead and see this, right? And then I will make a video that is just for somebody who has no idea what Karbon is, right? Because this is more us, like, you know what I mean? You guys know who I am. We've been rocking together. We're fam. So it's a different conversation. So I'll do a video for everybody, right? Make sure if you join with the person who referred you. Very important. We've jumped through some crazy hoops to try to maintain genealogy, but it's a borderline impossible from a tech standpoint, talking with each other without creating some vulnerabilities that we don't want on a decentralized platform, knowing that we're in this space, right? We're very careful when it comes to security. So having said all that, these can't talk to each other the way they could, okay? Yeah, if you came in without a referral and you were on those early days with me, just message me on Telegram. Yeah. And we'll get you rocked out, buddy. We'll crush it out. All right, guys, I appreciate it. I know this was like an hour and 15 minutes. We have another one tomorrow. How do we know the total amount if we bought at different prices? How do we know our total dollar amount if we bought at different prices? That's a good question. I think we can add that. We can add that to this page. We'll just add it in. That way you can see it. And again, guys, if somebody joins the protocol, this system, we cannot move you, right? I don't even know who you are. So like, I can't even go back and do anything. It's a decentralized platform. So like when someone joins, if they join through the person's link, great. If they don't, there's nothing we can do to move them. We can't like assign people underneath the people, right? It's all done by smart contracts, and it's a decentralized platform. So it's a little different from, it's a lot different from Karbon itself. Karbon itself is a centralized platform, right? Karbon AI. That's why we have to rebuild it in a decentralized manner. This right here, Karbon Protocol, if somebody joins, there's no admin panel with which I can do anything. Understand that. There's no admin panel with which I can change your password. We can't message in support and go, can you change my password? No, I can't. You know, can you change my email address on file? Can't do it. It's impossible, right? Hey, I joined under so-and-so. Can you move me and apply those tokens? No, it's on a smart contract and it's decentralized. We can't even see who you are. So it's like when people start joining, I don't know who did what or who put who in. I can see directly from me down on some of the people that I put in, but you got to understand, I just don't know. I can't track organizations. We can't log into an admin panel like we can in Karbon and do stuff like that. It's just impossible. I can't see it, you know? What's the update on Kyle and the German copy trader? I haven't heard from those guys. I think they're still waiting for the markets to bottom out. That's why we're moving on with Alfredo stuff and my stuff. Can you post? Yes, I will get that webinar up. Absolutely. Can we have them sign up with a different email under us if they didn't fund Karbon? Yeah, they can do whatever they want. Yeah, with any email. It's not linked to Karbon. Because again, it's hard to wrap your mind around. You know what I mean? That you have a decentralized platform and a centralized platform. A centralized platform, we have an admin area, and we can go in there, and I can see so and so referred so and so, and these are their commissions, and this is going on, and all this cool stuff is happening. You know, and someone can go, oh, I joined under so and so and didn't mean to. I was supposed to join under so and so, and we can go, okay, cool, no problem. And we can move that person and do all these things, right? In a centralized platform. In a decentralized application that is running on a smart contract, that's the great thing and the bad thing about it is you're anonymous in a sense. I don't know who's doing what, right? So if you're in the platinum program, we have to manually dig to find out, okay, did this person get in, right? So it's a much more difficult process. It's a difficult process because it's great because the decentralized, there's no trust needed, right? When I say, hey guys, we're programming it to do this, it just does those things, right? There's no human intervention. When I'm like, oh, we're going to program it to do 25% of all these front end sales dropped on into the Karbon, platinum members' wallets. We don't do that. We don't put those things in, enter them in and send those funds like you'd imagine a commission structure or something. It's just executed by a smart contract, right? It's decentralized. There's no trust needed. And so I don't even need to know who you are, right? So if I join, how are you going how is that going to hinder me in the future? Oh, it won't. It doesn't hinder you. I just want to make sure that people are, if they brought somebody in, they're good. It doesn't really hinder you. But Andre, if you could message me, anyone, if you joined with me in Karbon, just message me on Telegram, and if you're going to be getting in the Karbon Platinum program, or even if you're not, just message me personally on Telegram, and I'll make sure, I'll verify that you're not sponsored by anybody. I've gone through some crazy links to track down sponsors, it's nuts. When people sign up, where do they put their referral code? There is a link underneath the partners. When you click on partners right here, there's a link where you can copy it, and you'll be able to paste your referral link. I'll show you what it looks like. Don't go use this. Let me go in here. 1 minute. Boom. Boom. So if I scroll this to the right, you'll be able to see the username of people. But there's the referral link right here. You just copy that and boom, you got it. And then we'll have a place inside of Karbon you can paste that. And what I'll do, guys, is I'll put a video in the Karbon protocol chat tonight, okay? And let you guys know. Hey, we made these updates, we made these changes. I'll keep you updated there. For those of you who are platinum, let us know inside of the Karbon protocol chat. We'll add you to the platinum chat because we're going to be doing some webinars there as well. And so, yeah. Platinum is open now and ready to join. Yep, says Tracy. So, yeah. Any questions you guys have, let's pick this up in the Telegram chat. And yeah, let's crush. Let's crush. Sorry for hijacking the call today, but was this worth it? Was this worth hijacking the call? Yeah, pretty nuts, huh? Yeah. What's up, Jason? Good to see you. Yeah. Can I join? Yeah, let's get Adam in there. Someone will respond to you in that chat, Adam, for sure. Yeah, we'll talk about the elite scalper stuff tomorrow. I wasn't going to do this today, but again, I woke up and I saw like all this all this stuff going on. I was like, okay, I don't want these guys finding out from some random post on Facebook because I want to keep everything hush hush, but it's a little difficult. Yeah, a little difficult. People get excited about this stuff, right? They go fast. We've been in some of these programs. I've witnessed some of these programs that not this because no one's ever done this before, but what would you would think about as being comparable to this, and they just go nuts. Like by week one, it's like crazy exposure. And I got some folks that are in here that if they pull the trigger on this, then the platinum program will be shut down in like 3 days, guys. Like I'm holding some people back. Like, no, don't put any, don't let your community know. Don't put that out yet. I just got to, we're trying to do this, as slow as we can. And they're like, okay, cool. By Monday I'm going without, it's like, so yeah, it's getting a little, like there's some folks that are in here. And they're Karbon members, and then some of them are not Karbon members, but there's a couple people who are not Karbon members. That they one blast and the platinum program's done. It's just over. You'll hit those numbers, and once it does, it's going to shut down. Platinum program will hit those numbers, it'll shut down, and then boom, that's it. It turns on over to no one else can join the platinum program, right? And then we deploy we basically pause it for 2 days, deploy the next smart contract, and boom, you're off to the races. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where there's levels to this stuff, guys. You know what I mean? You think of like whales in the space, whales in the crypto space. There's some whales that are watching this that are like, can we go yet? Can we go yet? So, and the answer is no, we can't go yet. Just chill out, But there's those kind of stuff. There's those kind of things happening. So I don't want you guys to miss out on that. And yeah, go crush. Whatever the options payment. Yeah, so what you need in your wallet when you're doing this is you need USDC and Ethereum. There's a video that shows you this. I'm going to go into a MetaMask wallet. So boom. So in your MetaMask wallet, you need to have USDC and Ethereum, right? So if I were to go to my assets in here, I have some USDC and some ETH, right? Not much in this one. I can go with some more. I've already used it to join. So you have to have USDC, $1,000 worth, Ethereum, $20-$30 or something like that for gas fees, right? On your MetaMask. And there's a video to walk you through that right here. So click here to open PDF instructions or watch the video. Yeah. And guys, if I referred you, if you like joined Karbon back in the beginning with me before there was like a referral program when we were just joining, and there's somebody in here that you're like, man, I really like that dude, or they've helped me out, or they're just cool, just go ask them for their link. Yeah, you can just go ask them for their link. I'm not going to be like, oh, why didn't you join through my link, right? Go ask them for their link. Like, hey, can you send me a link, man? Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it, but please. That's right here. I hesitate to show that because I don't want people like joining through my link. So that's why I don't like showing that. But let me go to partners and then right here, referral code. And you just click this little button right here, and then it'll give you your link. Okay, so that is that. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the Telegram chat. I'll be in there, and then we rock it out. Yeah. All right, appreciate you guys. I'll see you in a bit. We'll be in the Telegram chats. If you need anything, let me know, and we'll be crushing out. See you guys in a bit.